Hey everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to this pick a card reading. So we have three groups today. Group 1 on the left, group 2 in the middle, group 3 on the right. Group 1 has an Opalite elephant. Group 2 has a Carnelian Palmstone. And group 3 has this green Aventurine goddess sculpture. Okay, so today's reading, we are going to do a modified Celtic cross for each group. So I'll kind of explain what that is while I'm shuffling and preparing for the group's readings. So if you want to go ahead and go down to the timestamps in the description box, then you can skip ahead to the chapter with your reading. Again, group 1, group 2, group 3. So go ahead, ground yourself, get centered. Pick whatever group is reaching out to you at this time, and I will see you in your reading. Thank you. Hey, group 1, welcome to your reading. So this group is for you if you chose group 1 or this Opalite elephant. And I just love how it plays with the pink colors of the deck. And today's reading is going to be a modified Celtic cross, which is going to give us just a big picture, bird's eye view of the energies going on in your life right now, all the energies at play in your life currently or in your journey currently. So I actually love the Celtic cross, but typically it has 10 cards. So today I think we're going to do 7 or 8 cards, and then I will pull in some oracle cards and probably some astrology cards for your reading for just some more guidance. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm honestly right now just seeing how playful this elephant looks. Maybe you need to invite more play in your life right now. I don't know why, I just really feel like too the color pink is a very playful color to me right now. It's also reminding me of that scene in Dumbo where I think he's drunk and like all these pink elephants appear. I don't really know what's going on. I haven't seen that movie in a very long time. But yeah, the pink elephant comment just really reminded me of that. So maybe there's just like this need to be more playful in your life, more childlike, or maybe just to kind of like let loose in some way. Maybe you're just like restoring some inner radiance. I'm really thinking of the pinkness in your cheeks, like youthfulness. This is the Goddess of Love tarot. So maybe it is too just inviting more love into your life. And we had, when I cut the deck, the 8 of Cups in reverse. It's like maybe letting go of any rigidity mentally in your life that's like holding you back from joy and happiness. So guides, this reading is for group 1, a modified Celtic cross for group 1. And I'm just going to put the elephant over here. If any more elephant symbolism comes into play in the reading, we will address it. Yeah, with the Hanged Man appearing too, or the Hanged One is what it's called in this deck. I really do feel like there is some sort of mindset shift that is trying to come into play for you. It's like either you're being asked to have a mindset shift, or somehow you're being asked to like slow down and get into that receptive state and like that contemplative state so that you can allow yourself to have sort of a mindset shift. Because group 1, whatever it is you're going through right now, so far just from cutting the deck and shuffling, it feels like it's a mental barrier. But let's go ahead and get your modified Celtic cross and we'll see what it is. Yeah, Lover's Reverse also, it talks about like an internal balance and like self-love and self-acceptance, really feeling at peace, like with the two sides of yourself, with your shadow side and your light side, and with this like divine feminine with the moon here and divine masculine, the sun. Maybe some of you need to speak your truth more. I did have to clear my throat. I don't know if the software will edit that out or if the camera picked that up, but that could be a message for someone too. Letting go of the past as well with the 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay guys, the first card is to represent group 1. Who is group 1? First card is to represent group 1. First card is to represent group 1. And I also want to get an animal, spirit animal card for you because I love this deck. And I lately have really been enjoying inviting more spirit animal energy into my life and recognizing when spirit animals do appear in my dreams or just in my day, as I go throughout my day. So spirit animal to clarify this message. Spirit animal to clarify who group 1 is. Spirit animal. Spirit animal to clarify group. Trying to get the shuffling on camera for you guys. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get all the cards out and then we will talk about it. So what is their obstacle? What is their obstacle? What's crossing this? What's the obstacle? What is at the root or the subconscious? What is at the root or the subconscious level? Recent past, what crowns them, the guidance, strength again, practical and steps again. Okay, what should their approach be? Their approach. That one's at a dance. And then the overall guidance. Let's get an oracle card for your overall guidance. So let's do an astrology card first, overall guidance. And I really feel like actually getting you guys an Art Nouveau Tarot card. If we need an oracle card, I'll pull one in also, but this deck's really calling to me. So can we clarify this 10th placement, this overall message within the tarot card? Clarify this message. Okay, I know you can't see the whole Celtic cross, but I am going to hold the cards up to the camera. I just really like to have the camera close so you can really see all the imagery within the cards, because I really do believe the images and symbols speak to our subconscious. So whatever you're picking up here, whatever you're getting intuitively, definitely go with that in the reading. There can be messages for you as well to read within the cards that go along with the message that I'm receiving from the guides for you. So I am going to have to cover up parts of this deck with my finger because, I realized like this one, I have a sticky note on her to cover her because of YouTube censoring. But like this one, she must have lost her sticky note. So I'm just going to cover her up like that for the reading. But let's go ahead and get started. The first card to represent you, we got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I'm just going to pull it up upright. And then we got Firefly to clarify the message. I'm really noticing that I'm stumbling over my words. I really do think for some of you, some throat chakra clearing is important because I had to clear my throat earlier. And again, I'm just getting, I don't know if the triangle is a symbolism for the throat chakra or if that's just within like the third eye chakra. You might want to look into that. But for some of you, I do think speaking your truth in the throat chakra is a message for you. But what I'm seeing here with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, some of you might be feeling really isolated right now. It's like you're going through some sort of internal journey and you might be feeling like you're going through it alone. And I'm seeing a lot of symbolism of Persephone and the underworld with this Three of Pentacles. The snake symbolism is symbolism for the divine feminine. And the pomegranate and the skull really reminds me of Persephone and like this traveling to the underworld. So typically the Three of Pentacles is all about like resourcing outside of yourself and like collaborating with others, but it came up in reverse to represent you. So I really feel like you're having to dig deep and find those inner resources within yourself. And it's almost like finding your own inner light, because the firefly, it has and holds its own luminosity, right? It provides its own light when it's in the darkness. You can see fireflies light up like after sundown. So it's almost like you could be going through a dark night of the soul, or if you can hear my son, just please ignore him. I'm going to try to edit that out. But you could be going through a dark night of the soul, or in some way, it's like I see you right now traveling through the darkness and having to provide yourself your own light. And this heart here, I really feel like it is a powerful time to connect with your heart right now and like the desires of your heart and some heart healing. That's so interesting. It's like I'm getting heart chakra, throat chakra, and I even mentioned the third eye. So it's almost like these more upper three chakras are doing some work right now. You're doing some cleansing and some healing of the upper, I didn't say crown, but like I'm talking heart, throat, third eye potentially. Because I'm seeing all this emerald green for the heart too. And green always reminds me of healing. So it's some sort of inner work where you're having to go to the quote unquote where you're having to go through the quote unquote underworld. I don't know why I almost said underworld, but yeah, it's inner work, right? And it's like going through the darkness like the firefly does, but it lights its own way. That's potentially or essentially what you're doing right now. And what's crossing you is the Four of Swords, which is this inner work. The Four of Swords is a card of meditation and contemplation. I really just see you, this looks like a tomb, or like, I know it's not a cave. It's giving me that idea of like going into a cave, like a bear in hibernation, or like the hermit in the major arcana, or a tomb, like a burial tomb, right? So it's like the butterfly going into the cocoon. It's like you are in the process. What's crossing you, the obstacle in front of you, is going within and doing this inner work and then reemerging transformed as the butterfly. Yes, and what's at the root or the subconscious, like what's underneath the surface that's potentially trying to emerge, or it's like potentially what you're going for when you're traveling to the underworld, right? Because the underworld represents like the unconscious or the subconscious beneath the surface. It's essentially you and your desires and your emotions, getting really in touch with them. See how she's looking at her reflection, and it's a rose and there's a pearl in the middle. It's like you're trying to get to that pearl. It's like you're peeling back all the layers of this rose, all the petals, to really find the pearl within you, that inner luminosity, right, of the firefly, because that's what's emerging. It's just you're having to peel through layers of the shadow to get to it. And because cups are your emotions, it's like potentially peel through layers of emotions, or even peel through particular relationships, because cups can also be about your relationships, of like, it's like pulling back from some relationships maybe, or assessing certain relationships, because I did see this being a solo journey, an internal solo journey. So there could be kind of an assessment too, not only of your feelings, your emotions, and your desires, like I said, but of your relationships, how you show up in relationship, and how those relationships mirror back to you attributes that are within you. For the recent past, we got the Three of Swords in reverse and the High Priestess. So I feel like this is just saying there was something in the recent past maybe caused you some disappointment at its most mildest, or some heartbreak, or some pain, essentially. Three of Swords is typically, in reverse, it's about releasing the pain of the past. So some sort of disappointment, pain, or trauma, or heartache, that was kind of like this catalyst for this internal journey, which is the High Priestess, right? Which is more symbolism of like Persephone going to the underworld when Hades abducts her and brings her to the underworld. And again, it's like this divine feminine internal journey. I'm seeing Isis here and the full moon. It's like, again, it's like you having to go into the darkness to find your full luminosity, your full radiance. So I just see that for a lot of you, something happened that it slowly started to catalyze this. So this is the fifth placement. It's what crowns you, or I signified it to be like a strength you can really value at this time. And you got the Sovereign, which is the Emperor in the typical tarot deck. So this is all about your sovereignty, like your autonomy, your having and owning your own personal power. Your inner flame is really what I'm seeing here. This is all, it's like you being the emperor of your own life. It's like you realizing your own strength and independence, and not needing to rely on someone outside of you, which would be like an out of balance Three of Pentacles energy. So this is like no longer needing approval or validation from anything outside of yourself. This is really knowing that you have everything it takes to obtain all your desires and to really step into the highest version of yourself. The Emperor, or the Sovereign, is the king of all the kingdoms. He's the ultimate power within the physical realm. So this is really like owning your own power, and it's like being accountable for your life. It's like realizing that you are a master manifester, and everything in your life you have somehow created, consciously or unconsciously. So it's like really getting in touch with that unconscious, going into the underworld, like we spoke about as your journey right now, right? And really being mindful of what you are creating, knowing your power and owning it. And your next steps, like your next practical steps for this journey, are the Lovers in reverse. So we saw the Lovers earlier, I think, when we were shuffling. But this is really all about just like self-love and acceptance. It's really about balancing your energies within you and finding balance, finding that time for this internal journey, for that reflection and contemplation we saw that's required of the Four of Swords. And then also not hiding away though with it, like not going too far extreme into hermit mode, like still expressing yourself, right? expressing your truth, communicating, speaking out. It's like finding this inner alignment, but also it's inner and outer balance is what I'm seeing. It's masculine and feminine. The feminine is your internal world. The masculine is your outer. So that's like the sun. That's like speaking your truth and putting yourself out there and like showing people your inner radiance. So your next steps, the practical steps that are going to help you right now are really finding this internal and external balance and cultivating self-love and self-acceptance. And your approach, I loved how this came out. I said it, it like danced because it's the Maiden of Cups. It's the Page of Cups. This is totally playful energy. This is exactly what I was picking up on with the elephant. Like normally that's not what I see when I look at this crystal. I normally say totally different things. But yeah, that's why I was seeing that there, because that's what the Maiden of Cups asks you to do. She asks you to be playful. She's also digging up these pearls for herself, right? But she's doing it in a fun, childlike, playful way. This is getting in touch with your inner child. For some of you, it could be an inner child healing. It could be maybe going back to the ways where you expressed yourself as a child. I know I used to put on little plays for my family. I used to dance. It's like, what did you do as a child? What kind of play did you engage in that really made you feel expressive and authentic and radiant? It's like kind of getting back into that. Maiden of Cups can also pertain to artistry. If any of you do any kind of art or music, writing, anything like that, that's also Maiden of Cups energy. And she does signify a new beginning. And I was seeing that earlier for you guys. I just don't remember when or where. But that's right. That's what I was saying, because I was saying it needed to be like a mental shift, right? Because we saw the Hanged Man. You've got some swords cards that says it's all within you, and it could be mental energy. I am seeing some emotional energy because we saw cups energy. But Page of Cups energy can be like a new way of relating to life. It's like a new relationship with life and a new relationship with yourself. So that's beautiful for you guys. Let's see what your oracle cards and your astrology cards say. Yeah, so this says House 7, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. So Maiden of Cups can talk about new relationships, and definitely because this is the Goddess of Love Tarot, some of you could be entering into new relationships like with someone outside of you. And that would be why it's so important for you to let go of pain and hurt of the past and address, like I said before, with the Maiden of Cups, of like how you show up in relationship. I'm sorry, Crone of Cups. She's the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you got the Crone of Cups and the Maiden of Cups. But yeah, so for some of you, this could be you're entering a new relationship or you're contemplating that. But for others of you, I just see this as you're entering a new relationship with yourself. And it's like really the commitment to that, because House 7 is like a house of long-term commitments. It can be a house of marriage, but also I'm just seeing it as like you're committing to this new relationship with yourself and this new you, really, and this new relationship to this internal journey that you're going through, and that journey to the underworld. In your oracle card, you got the Sun. It says there's an opportunity for a new friendship or relationship that will lead to happiness and contentment. Do not give up and you will be led to success. Yes. So everything I was saying, your the sun is all about your inner radiance. So this is about expressing your inner radiance and finding it, going through the darkness to find it. So group 1, definitely do that internal work. Go to the underworld, meditate, contemplate, find your inner luminosity, find your vitality and your inner child. Really work with it. Do some parts work or some like engaging in your imagination to connect with your inner child. It's like playful play too. It's doing it in a playful way. And like I said, connecting to those things that you did as a child that you really enjoyed. And then, opportunity for some of you, it is a new friendship or new relationship. Or for some of you, it's this new relationship with yourself. And it's saying, don't give up. Keep doing that inner work, and it's going to manifest within your external reality in beautiful ways. Within this new relationship with yourself and your life, or for some of you, it's going to help blossom a new relationship or new friendship with someone outside of you. So group 1, I hope this modified Celtic cross really helped you guys in some way. I hope it gave you some clarity or comfort on your journey, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye. Hey, Group 2, welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose Group 2 or the Carnelian Palmstone. I just love, I don't know what it's called, but if it's like veining or something within this carnelian stone. Carnelian is a stone of self-confidence and courage. So I really feel like whatever it is you're going through right now, it is requiring you to have confidence within yourself and courage. And it also reminds me of like hot, fiery energy, like sensuality and desire and boldness. And I was again seeing with like this veining or whatever it's actually called, it's like maybe you're trying to find like the silver lining within a challenge, or it's like that pearlescent center, you know, it's like the inner radiance of something is trying to emerge for you. So let's get into your reading. So this reading is a modified Celtic cross reading. So the typical Celtic cross is about 10 cards. We're going to do about 8. And this is just a modified version. So it's a little bit of a shorter version, but we are going to pull in an oracle card and a astrology card for you guys too. So let's just go ahead and get into this. I'm going to shuffle the cards and lay them all out, talk to my guides, and then I will explain the reading. So when I cut the deck, what do we have here? The Knave of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, Group 2. So is there something you're kind of hesitating or holding back on, having to do with your desires, or maybe it's that thing I was talking about, you know, that's requiring you to have courage and self-confidence. Page of Pentacles or Knave of Pentacles can kind of be an energy of holding back or even procrastinating on something. It's like not doing, like avoiding the things we know we need to do, the Pentacles things, like the routines and like putting in like the physical work, right? Because that's what Pentacles are. Lots of reverse cards. King of Swords also has a lot of discipline. Where in your life are you being called to kind of cultivate more inner discipline? Pentacles energy. Okay, so this first card represents Group 2. First card is Group 2. Yeah, when I cut the deck again, I saw the High Priestess. So that is really getting in touch with your intuition, your inner world. More Pentacles card. Interesting. Let's go ahead and get your cards out and see what's going on for you. Because I'm seeing some inner stuff happening, but it's all manifesting in your outer world, or these are like all, whatever you're going through, it's very much in your physical reality with all the Pentacles cards coming up. The first card represents Group 2. First card represents Group 2. That is so many cards. Oh my goodness. Okay, I guess we'll take them all. There's a lot going on here. That's crazy. All right, everything came up face down except for Queen of Chalices. Normally I pick one card for the first card to signify the group. We'll just see how this goes. And we are going to pick an animal, spirit animal, to clarify this message. So for Group 2, spirit animal to clarify, can you get just one, please? Spirit animal to clarify Group 2. Oh my gosh, guys, what is going on with Group 2? You guys have so many cards. All right, I guess we need to go with it. This is crazy. Okay, and this time they all came, face up except for, the opposite. So first time one was face up, the rest were face down. These are all face up. This one's face down. All right, we're just going with it. All right, Group 2, what is going on? High Priestess energy is a lot of mystery. I'm really feeling the mystery right now. That is crazy. All right, what's crossing them? What's crossing them? Okay, flip it over after. What's at the root? The unconscious. Recent past energy. Recent past. Recent past. So many cards for you guys. Okay, a strength they can rely on, what grounds them. Next steps, practical next steps. So I know you can't see all these cards, but I'm going to move them up to the camera. Let me just try to fit as many as I can in the frame. The approach. You already have well over 10 cards. What's the approach? Okay, overall guidance for Group 2. And I think I'm going to do like Group 1. Instead of an oracle card, we're going to get a Major Arcana Tarot card, different decks. Clarity on the overall guidance. Clarity overall guidance. And y'all cannot just get one card, group two, which makes sense. Group two gets at least 2 cards. So let's see what you have. Group two, so many cards. So you obviously have a lot going on. Let's start with your tarot cards. So we saw the Queen of Chalices is the one that came face up. And as you can see, it's like, it looks like something's weighing really heavy on her mind. I'm really seeing that too with like the obstacle you have going on here. It's like, look at her brow, his brow. It's like kind of this headache energy. Maybe some of you are actually getting headaches. Others of you, it's just kind of like some mental stress. Let's look at the other card. So interesting how she's kind of holding her head, but she's deep in thought. This is 7 of Cups, Justice, lots of Cups energy. So this is definitely something, whatever you're going through right now is really pulling on your emotions. And for some of you, I am seeing this pertains to a relationship, especially because the 10 of Cups here is showing a couple getting married. So this could be either a long-term relationship, like a very committed relationship, or potentially a marriage, like a husband-wife, or whatever that looks like for you, like long-term commitment partnership. It just really feels like you have a lot going on in your life. It's like maybe everything going on in your life right now is pulling you away from a relationship, or it's just causing extra stress in a relationship, or it's like just the extra stress and the emotions that are coming up for you, whatever it is you're going through, are kind of affecting the relationships around you, or a particular relationship. And it could be even like I'm seeing here with 7 of Cups, affecting your work life. It's like affecting your ability to focus. And it's also affecting your ability to maybe have fun, with Justice being right here. It's like she looks like she was going out like a night on the town. And it's like the Justice, it's like the law of karma, or like law of attraction, like cause and effect. It's like you go out dancing a night on the town and then you come home and your feet are killing you, right? So originally I was seeing for some of you, it could be like a karmic relationship, or just like you're having to deal like with some consequences for your actions, or maybe even it's not your karma, or not, well, it's ultimately always your karma, but maybe it's not really consequences of your actions, but it's like you're having to deal with some sort of consequences for something, which is Justice. It's like being accountable, not only for your actions, but it's like dealing with some consequences of others' actions, whether it's this other person or just of something going on within your reality. But yeah, I really see, because Queen of Cups came up here to signify, I really feel like this is you. And then all the other cards that came up face down is kind of just like what you're going through. It's like it's you, but this is like an energy of like what your soul's going through. So lots of Cups energy, like we said. I'm also seeing a lot of water energy with the oyster and the turtle, and that all pertains to your emotions and like your internal world. It's more of like that divine feminine energy. And then we also got Scorpion, which is more fire energy, and then face down, more fire energy, Leo. Yeah, so I really feel like this is just clarifying that message of emotionally, you might be going through some stuff, or like some emotions kind of rising to the surface. And with that, also like this fire energy of potentially your desires. You know, Scorpion really reminds me of Scorpio in the zodiac, which is like a very sensual sign. And it's very like, there's a lot of intensity, and it's just all this fires, you know, and I saw that with the Carnelian before. It's like getting in touch with your internal fire and your desires. And Leo too, the lion, it's like having a strong heart and all that courage I saw with the Carnelian. It's like having the courage to like really dive into these emotions and what you're going through, and to like really have the courage to face them and kind of deal with them and not ignore them, or not let them continue to disrupt your physical reality or your relationships and like distract you. I mean, just look how distracted she looks in all these cards. And then look at the 10 of Cups. She's only looking at her partner. So it's almost like this conflict of the fire and water within you. What crosses you is the 5 of Wands, which is a very conflicting energy. It is like, it can be internal conflict. Typically that's when it comes up in reverse. When we read it in this placement, we usually read it upright. But so upright, it can mean even conflict outside of yourself. Like conflict, like I said, within a relationship or your relationships, or within your environment, or like just the people around you and your environment. Right here, it kind of looks like a work conflict, but there's some kind of like turmoil, being it mild or strong, and like tension arising like within you and within your reality. And what's at the root of all of this, why this is happening, why you got so many cards, is you are going through a death. This is a death process. For some of you, it could be an ego death. For others of you, it is like you're just transforming into something new. What's so crazy is I've never seen in this card before. Obviously, she's selling a house and she doesn't look too happy about it. There's an ending to her owning and living in this home that's come, and it doesn't look like she welcomed it. It looks like the choice was kind of out of her hands. But when I just saw it, I saw that fire energy. I almost saw this as like smoke or flames, or it's like, and I was seeing it here. It looked like it's probably just clouds, but for some reason, this was coming to me like it's almost like the house is burning down or burning up, like right behind her. It's like her external reality is maybe transforming and she's having to transform with it. She's being forced to transform because her circumstances are transforming. Death can be a very difficult energy. And typically when it comes up, it's not talking about a physical death. It's talking about a transformation. It's talking about an ending. There's some sort of under the surface, deeper level transformation happening within you. And it's forcing you to let go of some things, to embrace some endings, and to transform into something new. Lots of cards for your recent past. So let's just unpack this. So I am seeing this relationship for some of you. Two of Cups is usually a true love relationship. I mean, I feel like a lot of you connecting to this reading, this does have to do with a relationship because we got the Ten of Cups. It's clear in a lot of these cards, it's about a relationship. Two of Chalices is usually a true love relationship for me. For some of you, this could just be internal within you, the relationship with yourself. But for the recent past, I am seeing it's like having to rework a relationship in some way, with the Seven of Swords coming up with the chalices here, the Two of Chalices, and then the Tower in reverse. So for some of you, it could be you're resisting some changes that need to be made within a relationship, especially with the Ten of Swords showing up here in reverse. It's like it can be resisting an end. So I feel like your recent past is you've been resisting the changes that need to happen. This death process that is ultimately already happening within you. In the past, there's been resistance towards it. But what's crowning you, what's the higher guidance of, and it's also like a strength that you can rely on, it's the Magician. It's telling you how much power you hold. You hold all the power. And the Magician is the master manifester. You can create the reality you want. You can have the relationship that you want. You can have the relationship with yourself and your world and your reality that you want. Whether or not this is you in a relationship or just in a relationship with yourself, this is saying you have all your magical tools. You have everything you need to have everything you ever wanted and desired. You just need to cultivate that inner peace with the Two of Swords coming up in reverse here for your next steps. This is like practical next steps you need to take to help you on your path right now. We got the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords in reverse. So this is all about tuning into your internal environment and cultivating that inner peace. As you can see here, she's meditating with her guides, getting in touch with your intuition on this situation or these situations you're dealing with. And Two of Pentacles, it says like really trusting that, trusting the flow, trusting your inner knowing, and just kind of riding these waves right now, the waves of change that you are experiencing in this death process. Two of Pentacles is an energy of having a lot going on. And I already said that before. I did see that. So it's just like not letting your emotions overwhelm you the way they kind of look like they are with the card that represented you in the beginning. She very much looks overwhelmed by her emotions. And like, this is her partner just being here trying to support her. So it's like really finding that internal peace. So you're no longer feeling like you're being pulled in a million different directions or like you're being distracted from what you need to focus on in your present reality. And the approach that needs to happen that we got for the seventh placement, that just kind of reiterates that need for inner peace and potentially meditation or contemplation time, reflection time, because we got the Four of Swords here. And look, she's like sniffing some like incense, or she's like taking a break from the chaos, from the work, and just like kind of giving herself a little bit of recovery time. So it's like taking those moments of peace when you can, when they arise. It's like allowing yourself a 5-minute break. It's like taking a deep breath. It's like releasing the go, go, go and embracing more of this like internal stability, like really grounding and finding your internal connection. Like I said, your connection to your emotions and your intuition. It's like even that peaceful regalness of the lion, right? The strength of that internal peace and that like regal calm it really gives you to like have that kind of internal environment. And the courage you can get once you obtain that, like the courage to do what you need to do, to stop kind of holding back on the changes that need to happen and to really like shed those things that are no longer working for you and really embrace this new identity and this new, if it is a change within a relationship, this new relationship, or if it's just changes within you, like I said, it's your new identity. And let's look at your final messages for your guidance, your overall guidance. We got house 1. Yes, for some of you, this is an ego death and it is an internal transformation. Like we saw with the Magician, for some of you, this is all just about you and the transformation you're going through. Individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Yes, this is a very profound internal transformation you're going through, group 2. And then your other card, you got stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. So like I said, for some of you, this also could be pertaining to cultivating this energy within a relationship, the stability, the persistence, the loyalty, dependability. It's like cultivating that solid ground emotionally and even mentally, like within a relationship with someone else, or just within yourself, within your own inner energy, like we saw with these other cards and like 4 of Swords. You're definitely going through some big transformation internally, group 2. Especially because the Tower came up. This is big death energy, big transformation energy. This is a stripping away of what's no longer working. It's tearing it down. It's like if you don't step up and make the decisions to make these changes, the universe is going to make them for you. So it's like, what do you prefer? Do you want these things taken from you, like the scenario I was seeing here? Do you want to have to let go of these things because something outside of yourself is forcing you? Or do you want to step up and really feel empowered and make these changes on your own accord, of your own volition? And the Empress. Yes, let's read the messages real quick. The Tower. By withstanding the coming challenges, your future will be bright. Seeing things as you want them to be in order to make them become that. Yeah, so I think I said that before. It's like, when I was shuffling, it's this like internal shift or like a perspective shift for some of you guys. And it's that idea, like we saw with Justice, like, and the Magician, that you can manifest whatever you want. Seeing things as you want them to be in order to make them become that way. Seeing things as you want them to be in order to make them become that way. And the Empress, I just really feel like for a lot of you that where this is, for some of you, it could be both. It could be you're transforming within a relationship and within yourself. But even for the ones where this is just an internal journey, I'm really seeing the Empress as you stepping up and becoming your most beautiful, vibrant self, your most empowered and sensual, as in your powerful sexual energy, right? Of how you show up in the world, of how you connect with beauty around you and within you, of how you connect with your desires and your inner fire, your inner passion is what I even mean by your sensuality. It's like your passion for life. It says the future will bring healing and respite for your emotional and physical wounds. Yes. And we saw that with the cards to represent you and your past. Yes, I love that for you. The future will bring healing and respite for your emotional and physical wounds. Your investments will pay off if you carefully tend them. So your investment within yourself will pay off. Your investment to cultivate this inner peace and time for reflection and to embrace this transformation energy will pay off because it will bring you healing. Group 2, I really hope that these messages helped you in some way. I hope they gave you some clarity or kind of ignited some agency for healing for you. And I want to thank you for allowing me to read for you. I will see you in your next reading. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hey, Group 3, welcome to your reading. This reading is for you if you chose Group 3 or this beautiful goddess green aventurine crystal. And this reading is a modified Celtic cross reading. So I really like to use the Celtic cross because it gives a big bird's eye view of all the energies at play in your life right now. And we're just doing a modified version. So typically it's 10 cards. We're going to do a little bit less. We'll do about 8 cards. But yeah, let's just see what wants to come through for you guys for group 3. We got 4 of Pentacles. This could be pertaining to your home life or just like your physical day-to-day, your routine. Let's just see what's coming up. The first card is going to represent you. So Green Aventurine, I really love how it has so many attributes and so many healing benefits. But one of the things is its ability to help you make challenges like into opportunities. The green color, of course, always just reminds me of healing. I love working with Green Aventurine. It's really helped me. I wear it on a necklace. I use my crystals. I think this one's Green Aventurine too. Yeah, I couldn't remember the properties off the top of my head, but I have a crystal deck. So let's go ahead and look at this because I just feel called to look at the properties. It says it's known for as a general healing stone. It's connected to eyesight and hearing. It's often used to relieve stress, to spark one's imagination. Commonly used among psychics to increase their clairvoyance and induce dreams. I didn't know that. Yeah, and it's been used to calm a troubled spirit and bring inner peace. So that's beautiful. Oh yeah, the name, that's right. It comes from the Italian word adventura, which means by chance. So it's beautiful. So let's see what's going on for you guys, group 3. What is going on for group 3? Okay, card to represent group 3. Card to represent group 3. 2 cards. I'm just going to go ahead and lay them all out and then we will talk about them. So spirit animal to clarify group 3's message. Spirit animal to clarify. Card to signify group 3. 2 cards. Okay, what crosses group 3? What crosses? What's the obstacle? What's crossing them? It's funny because group 2 had multiple cards coming out for them too. They had actually a lot more cards, but they got the Queen of Cups to represent them, and you're crossed by the Queen of Cups, which is really interesting. But if you're at all called to go listen to group 2, there might be messages for you too. I am just seeing some similarities. What's at the subconscious or the root? Subconscious or the root. Recent past. What crowns them? Strength, big environment. This deck is really big. I know you can't see all the cards, but I am going to hold them up to the camera so you can see them. Steps, practical next steps for this group. Practical next steps for this group. The routines are coming in here. Okay, what should their approach be? And I got a tarot. I have these major arcana decks that are just major arcana cards. So they're tarot cards. For group 1 and group 2, that's what I use. But for you, I want to use this. It's similar. It's a smaller deck, just like the major arcana ones, but it's just runes. So let's go ahead and pull a rune for you guys. Why I just feel called to this deck. Rune for overall message. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So normally I would start with the cards that represent you, but I kind of want to jump around with you guys. I'm just really drawn to our last 2 cards we got here. So I kind of want to start here. You did get Taurus twice in your reading, which is what I saw when I was shuffling with the 4 of Pentacles appearing. I was like, this has something to do with like your routines or your day-to-day for some of you. But we got the Hierophant is Taurus in the zodiac. Taurus does pertain to our routines and our, that is our day-to-day routines, right? It also pertains to like stability and having patience and like being grounded. This is earth energy. And for your overall guidance or advice, you got Taurus and it says trust, patience, sensuality. And then you got, again, or the Hierophant over here for the practical next steps that you need to take right now. So you are being called to adopt some sort of stability and structure within your routines or within your spirituality. Taurus can pertain to institutions like church, but it doesn't have to be that. I'm just saying it could be some sort of like routine, like a spiritual practice, right? Could really benefit you, group 3. Is what it's saying. And if you already have that in place, it's like I'm seeing with all these papers piling up here, it's maybe just finding more groundedness and stability, patience, trust within those spiritual routines and practices. It's like really leaning into them right now. If you've already adopted them and already have them in place, really lean into them right now. And then have just the patience and the trust and the divine supporting you right now. And the rune you got to help you right now is Radiho. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I was really drawn to how it says Freyja, the goddess Freyja, travels in a chariot pulled by cats, symbolizing her journey and movement between realms. So I'll finish reading that later, but what's really caught my eye with that is you somehow are traveling between realms, because we've got the dolphin here and the bear. So this is like water energy and earth energy, but it's interesting because they're both mammals. They both breathe air. So it was just, this is to clarify the cards to represent you. So moving to that, what we got was the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So I feel like whatever it is you're trying to do right now, it's like you're breaking away from tradition in some way, with the 10 of Pentacles coming up in reverse to represent you and the Ace of Swords. So it's like, I feel like for a lot of you, you're having to carve your own path with something within your physical reality, within the material realm, because this is Pentacles. And it's in the early stages because we got the Ace of Swords here with it, which is like, it usually can signify, it makes me think of a sword and its sheath. It's like you're protecting something because it's in the infancy stages. And some of you might be going against like your traditional beliefs and systems you were brought up in, like the institutions, your family beliefs, like your family of origin. You might be going against all that and carving your own path right now. But like I said, you're really having to carve your own path and go your own way. And this is something, it's like an early new beginning. And so you are feeling this need to somehow protect it. And with the Queen of Cups being here to represent the obstacle crossing you, I do feel like emotionally this could be bringing up a lot for you. But this also could just be whatever this is you're trying to do, you're trying to like birth or like create for yourself. It is very creative. Because Queen of Cups energy, she's very in touch with her creativity and her emotions and also her intuition. So it's almost like, too, because you're carving your own path, you're doing something that kind of goes against like traditions or norms of whether like your family or your group or your society, whatever. It's like it's really calling you to have to trust your intuition in order to make decisions and move forward and to do whatever this thing is. And I really do feel like whatever this thing is, it really does. It lights up your soul and your spirit. It's like it's going to be deeply healing for you. And I just really see with this card, it's like all these jewels. It's like almost like it's like this treasure. And it's really like the treasure of your soul. It's just what I'm seeing there. What's at the root is the subconscious level. What's going on? And you got the 9 of Wands in reverse. So that tells me that things have been challenging, but that's coming to an end. You're really releasing the challenges of the past or even of like the present if they're right now. And this is spirit telling you and your inner knowing telling you that things are getting better. The path is going to get easier. It's like a message to just keep going, to persevere. And to trust that inner knowing. And what's in the past, you got the 6 of Pentacles. This is all about energy management, which is so important when you're being crossed by the Queen of Cups. So this is like not giving too much energy to if there is conflict around you, if people are kind of creating resistance for you on this journey. It's like not giving too much energy to that, not letting others deplete your energy, really being mindful of your energy and your resources. Pentacles can be like your physical energy. They can also be your resources. They can be like your money, which is a resource. They're all of those things. And so it's like really conserving your energy and only using it and putting it towards the things that really benefit you, that serve you, and that serve this path and whatever it is you're trying to do. It's like kind of pulling back on those situations and like those relationships, those people that deplete you, because you are going to need your energy ahead, even though the challenges, things are going to get a little bit easier. It's like you have had to persevere. So you are being asked to, in the past, going through these challenges, you've been asked to really manage your energy well and your resources. Maybe you've had to save your money or just be really smart about how you're spending it. The 10 of Wands at the crown, this is like a strength you can rely on right now. This is all about finding the joy in the work, and it's like releasing any unnecessary baggage. So it's kind of reiterating what I said before with the Six of Pentacles, but it's like realizing you don't have to carry a heavy load, and you can really find the joy in the work, find the beauty and the mundane things of what you're trying to do, find the beauty in the routines and the practices in those moments, whatever that is for you. If it's a spiritual practice, because the Hierophant can be a very spiritual card. It can be, you know, like devoting yourself to like the guru or to spiritual teachings outside of yourself. Some of you might be reading a lot. Could be like finding and connecting with spirituality through literature. But it's like releasing the burden of it and really just cultivating joy in the practice. That's really going to help you. And like I said, just leaning into those practices and like really enjoying them. It's like the dolphin is a really playful creature. So it's saying that you have that within you. You have this joyous energy within you. So it's like, let that out. Don't let what you're going through or what you've been through burden you or dampen that playfulness that you have within you. And then maybe balancing. It's like balancing that fierceness of the bear, like that strength, and that it's like bears are very strong, very fierce creatures. It's like balancing that with that playfulness. Like we saw that earlier, you know, I don't know if I developed that idea enough, but it's like the playing between two realms. I am seeing it's like the spiritual realm, that which is a realm of play. It is a realm of, it's lighter, right? And it's more vibrant. And then the bear, which is like the physical journey you're going through on the physical plane, which is all the Pentacles cards we saw, and like the Hierophant. It's like your day-to-day routines. It's like balancing your spiritual life and then your physical journey. So let's read the rest of this message if it will focus. There it goes. So again, it said Freyja travels in a chariot pulled by cats, symbolizing her journey and movement between realms. The rune message, Redeho, signifies journey, movement, and personal evolution. Embrace the journey ahead and stay true to your path, reflecting Freyja's travels and adaptability. Yeah, so, and that's why Taurus keeps coming up too. It is really being true to your own path, going your own way, being true to your path, trusting that and knowing that you are balancing this energy and you are traveling between two realms, the spiritual and the physical. And the approach advice, what you're being asked to embrace, what your approach should be right now for this journey, it's Two of Pentacles. So it is just kind of like riding the wave, getting into your flow, your creative flow, right? Like we saw with the Queen of Cups crossing you and that very creative energy. It's like just letting yourself find flow and not being overwhelmed by the challenges, not letting the challenges pull you under, or like the weight of this responsibility and this work pull you under, and like riding those joyful moments, riding that wave, letting that carry you through the challenges, through the more difficult times. 5 is a challenging number. The Hierophant is the 5th card in the major arcana. So, and we saw you going through challenges before with the 9 of Wands in reverse. It can be a challenging energy, but there's no reward without challenge, right? So it's not getting bogged down by the challenge. And it's just kind of riding that wave, knowing that when things get difficult, it's like leaning into your joy and letting that lightness carry you forward. So group 3, I hope this reading helped you in some way. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye-bye.